was for government. I was running for elections. We had different.
We have different campaigns.
Yes.
And different primaries, and like I was the campaign director, so I put some work in. And so Stu, the whole reason we're doing this is because we had a not as strong of a policy as the other guy. No offense, the other guy had to get up there and make glorious speeches and made himself sound like amazing. And like so we were like, okay, we can't win the proper vote, we can't win the respectable vote, we can't win the vote that makes people think, wow, I want to vote for that guy. Instead, we're gonna win the vote that makes people laugh for us, makes them want to be with us, makes us think we're cool, and they'll vote for us just out of popularity. So we realized, let's play it like a popularity contest. Let's get more people like us than the other guy.
And it worked. I think it was when we both were just having fun and just laughing at all the stuff we were filming, and then we were just coming up with different scenes, and it just kept on flowing, and it was amazing. So.
For me, it's when I realized how ridiculous we were doing this. Like I had to say, when we got the fire out and started playing with liquid flames and stuff, I mean, we knew we had a winner, especially when like we started randomly dancing around the fire, and like, hey, let's add that to the video, man. And that came out to be one of the funniest parts when you just dance like this. Was that what you were doing? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And like, it was completely random. And like, hey, let's do a walk-up scene. And he's like, oh, I got this, guys. I got this. I'm gonna dance all the way to the fire.
And almost burning myself at trying to do that. It was difficult at first because we had a lineup.
We had a bunch of ideas.
Yes.
I remember in class, like, me and Stu were talking, and like some of the girls in our class were giving their input. But they were thinking like high budget, and me and Stu were thinking like 50 cents, man. We were like, we don't have the money for that.
Not even 15 cents, just find wherever we could.
Yeah, and we were like, well, maybe a suit, maybe not. And really, the biggest thing I remember us doing is like how flexible we were. Like when one thing didn't work out, we just came up with something else. Mm-hmm. Like he was super flexible, and like I came to his house like in the middle of the night. It was so sketchy.
Yeah, I called him up and like, I think you called me and you're like 7 o'clock at night. I'm already done. I'm getting ready to go to bed and just call it for a night. And he calls me up, hey, can I come over now? I'm like, oh yeah, sure, why not?